Hey guys, in today's video I want to talk about how I lost $10,000 from my gambling addiction because it's made me depressed for such a long time. I hated myself. I didn't know how to deal with my emotions properly, and I wasn't necessarily suicidal because I wanted to win all my money back and be even happier, but as you can tell that probably didn't end well because that's the point of gambling, to win all your money back, to make as much money as possible with high risk returns. My experience mainly started off with me watching YouTubers, lots of money advice YouTubers that were recommending stock market investing, day trading, long-term investing, and that made me really interested because I thought, I have a lot of student loans. The bank has given me a bit of money that would come in handy, that I should be spending on food and travel and whatnot. But I was like, let me invest with it. Let me see if I can make a lot of money, and then maybe I can pay my debts one day, use that to buy a house. What happened is I put £6,000 into my trading account, $6,000, and I invested into Apple and Nvidia because I heard those two were very good companies. And I did make around £100. Then my dad found out, and because my dad's very strict and very disciplined and he hates this sort of gambling stock market stuff, he made me sell all my shares, and that money would have been worth a lot today. But I mean, he did the right thing. It was the best of him. So I was just focusing on studying, enjoying my life, taking his advice on gambling and whatever. But 1 year later, I just completely forgot everything he said to me. I was completely stupid, and I decided to put $10,000 into my trading account because I realized that if I wanted to make a lot of money, I'd have to put a lot of money into my account. So I put $10,000 into my account, and over a couple of months of trading, I actually made $8,000 extra from stocks called Super Microcomputer and SoundHound because they were very low. I was following FOMO, I was getting in when they're going high already, so I made some decent returns off of that. I also made an extra $1,000 off Nvidia, so you can say I made around $9,000, but then I just got greedy one day. I thought I'd make even more money. I never sold any of my shares, and one day they just all tanked bottom, and I was completely depressed. I was numb, I was in shock. I was like, I just lost all my profits, and my brain just couldn't process it in that moment. The only thing I could think about doing was just, I had so much stress in one go. I couldn't think properly for like a few minutes, hours, that I lost all this money. Because how stupid of me. I could have played with these profits, reinvested it back into stocks smartly, but I didn't. And that made me really, really depressed during that period. And I had all these intrusive OCD thoughts that told me I could have given that $9,000 to my mom, I could have given it to my dad, I could have used it to go shopping, I could have reinvested with it. Technically, I wouldn't have lost anything, but the reality is I lost $9,000, and that made me really depressed, slightly suicidal. I did not know how to process my emotions. Now, the sad thing is that I was addicted to losing. Stock market was really badly down during this time period. I think there was an Israeli strike on Iran with some rockets and whatever, and that tanked the stock market. But I didn't care like an idiot. I thought as long as I own stocks, then everything will be okay. I didn't care if I was losing lots of money. I didn't care if I was losing $200, $300, $600, but I lost even more money during this period. I invested in stocks when they were down so badly. I was losing $200, $200, $200 again. And then the last time I invested, and this was the last part of it, and it made me really depressed when I lost $700 in one go, is when I invested in SoFi when it was really low, and it was around $7. Now it's $22, surprisingly enough. But I played their earnings report when they had their earnings, and the stock tanked around 10%. I lost $700. I had 4 grand in there, 5 grand, 3 grand, I don't remember exactly, but that was the last time I thought about going back to investing because I was completely depressed. I was realizing that I was not patient at all. I was not making any money. My mental health was declining so much. I couldn't focus on university work. I wasn't focusing on building new skills, going to university, doing extracurricular activities. The only thing I was doing was laying in bed all day, trading on my phone, sweating, never showering properly, never eating food properly. I was skinny, eating fast junk food all the time. I was utterly depressed, guys. I lost over $10,000, mainly in profits, and that completely broke me. Gambling is one of the worst addictions ever, in my opinion. Worse than porn, worse than drugs, worse than alcohol, because that money you've worked your entire life for. You work so hard for that money, and just to see it go instantly like that, in a few seconds it can disappear very quickly. It can completely destroy you, you know? It's completely awful. And I really hate all these betting shops all over the world that make you gamble on horses and football matches, because they really don't care about anyone but themselves. They steal money from the poor. Men and women too take their own lives from these sort of things, mainly men. And I really just hate this business so much. Thank God I had this close friend to me, and they really helped me out a lot, helped me deal with my emotions. I decided to take some course in trading, learning about it in more detail, learning how to protect your money, not lose your money. I'll recommend this really good stock investing channel down in the description, because he's made people a lot of money. He teaches you how to protect your money. I think he's a very good guy. I'll definitely go watch some of his videos if you want to get into stock market investing. And yeah, all I'm gonna say is, guys, do not gamble your money away without thinking at all, without doing any of your research, because it's just not worth it. Gambling can come in so many forms: betting on horses, betting in the stock market, doing bets with your friends, and when you lose that money, it will completely destroy you. You know, lots of men commit suicide because of this, and I don't want any of this to happen to you guys. Please, guys, stay away from these betting shops. If you're going to do stock market investing, do long-term investing, do your research on the companies, put money in which you can afford to lose, because it's just going to completely destroy you. And if I ever do start trading again, which I probably will in the future smartly, I'm going to do long-term investing for such a long time, many years. And if I day trade, I'm probably going to set a stop loss. I can't lose more than 7%. But anyone who's going through this will understand that losing $10,000, losing $1,000, $100, that can completely break you. It just depends from person to person how much you lose and how much that can mentally affect you. Because there was one point where I just didn't see the point of living. I was like, I lost all this money, there's no way I can make it out again. But I just kept pushing. I had a friend that really cared about me. I spoke to this about them. They really cared for me, which I'm grateful for. I don't think I'd be here alive today if it wasn't for them, because they improved my mental health so much. I decided to start playing football every day instead. I was going to uni, I was speaking to my personal tutors, I went on LinkedIn, started networking. I'll never gamble money like that again. Just put money into things which I know nothing about and just expect to win big, because that's not how it works. Maybe you'll have here and there good wins and whatever if you gamble your money away, but in the end it's just not gonna work out, guys. You need to think about that carefully. Men and women, you both need to think about that very carefully if you're gonna invest or go gamble your money away. If you're with your friends and you want to spend like $10, $5, I guess that's fine. You should probably still have enough money left over, but gambling is just not worth it, guys. I was broken for so many months. I couldn't sleep properly, I couldn't eat properly, I looked like crap, I looked old, I was depressed, I had migraines, I had a headache every single day thinking about this, and it still affects me to this day. I don't want to tell anyone about it that much, that's why I'm sharing it with you guys, but even to this day it affects me so much, just regretting the decisions I made, because it wasn't worth it, and I don't want any of this to happen to you guys. Guys, use your money safely, because once you start getting into this gambling addiction, it's really hard to get out of, and you might even be at the point where you're addicted to losing and you don't care, because you feel like, oh, I'm gonna gamble, one day I'll get that win, but it's never ever going to happen. You're gonna lose more money than you ever make, and the money you could have had for your future, for your wife, for your parents, it's just not gonna happen. Please take your money seriously. This is actually a very serious thing. People commit suicide because of this, and I really hate it so much. I hate these freaking betting shops. They're idiots. All these guys are relaxing in the holidays with their drinks and their posh food, while all the poor people, they get poorer and poorer and all brainwashed, and they suffer, and then they end up taking their lives. I hate it so much. Losing that high amount of money can break anyone, but you guys need to fight for it. If any of you guys have went through this thing, and now is the time to realize what I'm doing is wrong. I want to get better. I don't want to gamble my life away. I want a future. I want to buy a house. It just, none of this is worth it. My OCD even is so bad right now. I feel like my microphone isn't working or it's disconnected, because it could disconnect at any time. My mental health is so ruined because of so many things. Gambling ruined it so much too. My mental health, I'm not even happy anymore. Like this thing, even when you stop and you're trying to fix your life up, it still affects you to this day. I'm so depressed right now. I hate myself. I wish I would have made better choices. I could have had even more money right now. I could have invested in a business, invest myself, but I chose not to. All that money is gone. I'll never get it back. Could have gave it to my parents, but yeah, I hate it so much. But yeah, if anyone's gone through a similar thing, please comment down below, because this actually hurts so much. I understand what you guys are going through, so please share your experiences below, what you're doing to change. And if you do want to grow your money safely and not gamble it, then I'll link a channel below which teaches you about stock market, the good stocks to buy, how to make money, how to protect your money, because this guy will help you a lot. And he's really helped me a lot. Stay positive. He talks about mental health with the stock market and whatever. Guys, thank you for listening. If you want to subscribe, listen to more dumb stories like these, then please go ahead. And thank you for everyone who's watching. You guys actually mean a lot to me. Even if there's not many of you right now, I'm really grateful. So thank you. Take care, guys.